Clearly, the cybersecurity defenses that were in place didn't do the job.
Home Depot's CEO would even admit it. How is it that these companies don't have better protection?
Imagine trying to protect a building with 100,000 doors on it. It'd be virtually impossible. You wouldn't be able to protect every single one unless you had a guard standing literally at every single door, and even then, making sure that the guard didn't fall asleep or step away to use the restroom.
It would be 5 months before the theft was discovered. That moment came Tuesday, September 2nd, when Home Depot's Chief Information Officer, Matt Carey, got a call while on vacation.
All of a sudden, he gets this big phone call that says, you know, Matt, you have to come back. Things are really bad. This could be huge.
Thousands of credit card numbers had appeared for sale in an online marketplace. Their link, they were all used at Home Depot.
I think at the time, they were very scared about what was going to happen because they had just witnessed what happened with Target, where their sales dropped, their CEO left the company, and they were really nervous about what would end up happening.
CEO Frank Blake notified the board and summoned a sweeping team of experts to Home Depot's headquarters in Atlanta.
They said,
one of the first steps was finding where the hackers got inside, which computer was first.
so the term that they use is patient zero. Where did this virus, so to speak, start?
It took only a few days to find what they believed was patient zero, a computer at a Home Depot store in Watertown, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. A team from Home Depot boarded a corporate jet in Atlanta and flew 1,500 kilometers to Watertown. Meanwhile, Home Depot's computer network remained exposed to the hackers.
It takes hours to be able to run the diagnostics necessary to be able to verify that. And they weren't going to just sit at the store, so they strapped in the computer into a chair inside the jet and they started running those diagnostics during the flight back. They get back to the headquarters where everyone is really waiting with bated breath, hoping, this is it. We can start figuring out what had happened.
But patient zero wasn't the computer. They had flown back from Massachusetts.
So they ran the diagnostics on the computer and they said this was not it. Eventually it turned out that it was a server down in a town outside of Miami, that the original patient zero.
Home Depot went public with the breach and braced for impact. 56 million credit card numbers were gone.
Well, if you shop at Home Depot, you'll want to hear about this.
What experts say could be the largest credit card hack we've ever seen.
Angry customers and banks sued. There were so many lawsuits they had to be consolidated into 3 class actions in the US and 2 more in Canada. Home Depot upgraded its cybersecurity. The damage was already done. $232 million US so far. But Home Depot was far from alone. 2014, hackers were everywhere. Is often as easy as sending an infected email. Ari Baranoff with the Secret Service has seen it countless times.
I've seen Fortune 100 companies completely locked down because of one employee that clicked on one email and really just put out of business for several days.
Once inside, the cyber thief makes their move without raising any alarm. The malware trolls through the computer's servers, scraping its memory and stealing the valuable 16 digits of every credit card. Those numbers are sold on underground forums. Cybercriminals can buy them in bulk and encode fake cards. The whole thing is run like a business.
Some of the malware for sale has a 1-800 support line you can call saying my malware is not working, and they'll tech support you and figure out why your malware is not working.
There are a number of sites where individuals will either refund your money or provide you with a new card number if the cards that were provided.
The biggest bank robberies ever. No guns involved. Hackers did it, breaking into more than 100 banks in 30 countries and making off with a total of as much as $1 billion. Here's Anna Werner.
American Bankers Association told us today, quote, there's no evidence U.S. banks were infiltrated. But Doggett's Groove Scott found U.S. banks were definitely targeted.
Imagine what Bonnie and Clyde would think. Anna, thank you very much.